Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. You can call me Bryer, and if you read the title, you will know that in today's video I am doing a sort of speed paint compilation sort of thing where I basically took all of the Dtiys that I've done recently and compiled them all into one video. I've done this once before and I'll leave the link to that video up in the corner somewhere, and I like this idea of a video because sometimes Dtiys, since it's not my original idea, it feels weird to make an entire video on just that one drawing. This way I can just compile a few different drawings into a video. I should have clarified this earlier, but if you do not know, Dtiys stands for Draw This in Your Style, and it's basically when one artist draws something and anyone else can redraw it in their own art style. Also, flash warning, speed paints often create very fast images which can cause flashlight effects, so just be safe. Anyways, that's all that I have to say for the intro, so let's get into these speed paints. Okay, the first Dtiys I am doing is Moth Dtiys 4. Oh my god, I'm going to say Dtiys so much in this video. Anyways, Moth Dtiys 4 by Peach Moth. Now, I hadn't done anything like this before, so it was really fun to experiment. It's basically just this like clown character, and I had so much fun doing this. I love the asymmetry of the design, like how they had different socks, different shoes. I just thought it was a really fun character to design, and this is probably my favorite out of all of them. I just think it turned out really cute. It was a cute Dtiys, and yeah, this is just me basically complimenting Peach Moth and myself, but I mean, I love both drawings, so why not? Yeah, so talking about the actual speed paint, I've pretty much already finished the sketch, and now I am moving on to the line art. One random and really small detail that I honestly really liked is I love the little leg hairs on the character. I just thought it was a fun detail and I enjoyed adding them to the drawing. I know it's such a random thing, but I think it's something that I want to try adding to more of my characters and incorporating in more drawings. One thing about Dtiys that are really fun is you notice small little techniques and things that other artists use that you wouldn't have normally done yourself, and then you're like, hey, I actually really like doing this, so you decide to use it for the rest of your drawings. Now I've actually gotten started on the colors, and it was a bit tricky at first because they have like this pink filter over their drawing, and I didn't realize that they actually posted the original drawing on his Instagram page without the filter. So I was kind of just guessing what the colors would look like before the filter, so that was a bit tricky. But after I got the base colors done, I actually do go over everything with this sort of like multiply pink layer to try and get a similar effect to the original drawing. Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but I struggled so much with the hair, as you can kind of tell here. I just couldn't figure out how to properly draw the brown roots that was showing in the original Dtiys. I genuinely don't know why I struggled with this so much, but yeah, it was not easy. Doing the shading because I've gotten all of the base colors done, and I'm just doing a basic purple, which is what I do for most of the drawings. But yeah, after that I'm now playing around with this sort of like pink filter layer, and something that took me a while to figure out is I wanted to include this like pink smoke coming from the flame, but I wasn't really sure how to include it. After doing some experimenting, I figured it out. And there you have it, the final drawing. This is honestly probably my favorite out of the 4 Dtiys. I just think it looks so cute. I love the character, the colors, and yeah, I just think it turned out great. Now on to the next one. This next one I am doing is Unnamidtiys by Unnami Art, and extreme apologies if I pronounce that wrong. Honestly, just sorry if I pronounce anyone's name wrong in this video. I honestly completely butchered everyone's username in the last video I did, so just my sincerest apologies. Anyways, this is also one of my favorites, honestly. I just love doing all of these Dtiys, but this one is of Unnami's OC. I think they're just called Crow Kid. I'm not sure the character has an actual name, but they always describe them as Crow Kids, so that's just what I'm gonna call them in this video. But yeah, it was basically just drawing their character plus a little crow, and I gotta be honest, I struggled with the crow. I don't draw birds, so I didn't know what I was doing, but it doesn't look too bad. Since I've got like 4 drawings in one video, the speed paints just go by so much faster than normal, but I've already done the sketch and I have moved on to the line art. Started the line art for the crow, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it looks so weird. I think this is like the final version of the crow. Luckily for me, the crow is like black or like a very dark blue color, so you can't really notice the line art, but yeah, that was weird. Anyways, I've now gotten started on the coloring, and something that I loved about working on this Dtiys and Moss Dtiys is they both used very vibrant colors that I wouldn't normally use, and it was so fun working with such saturated colors. I especially loved the pink in both drawings. Like, even now I'm using pink for the shading, what many people don't know this about me, but I honestly love the color pink. Like, I feel like it doesn't match my personality all that much, but it's just such a pretty color. Okay, don't come at me. I mean, I don't know who would come at me for liking the color pink, but like, you know what I mean. Actually, you probably don't know what I mean. Anyways, I should probably move on from talking about the color pink. Almost done, just adding some final details to the background. And there you have it, the final drawing. Like I said, this is one of my favorites, and I think it turned out really cool. I love the colors, the pose, the design. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Anyways, on to the third Dtiys. Now, unfortunately with this one, I don't have any footage of me doing this sketch, and that is because I had to draw the sketch on a separate canvas due to some formatting issues, and then transport that back onto this canvas, and I lost the footage, which is so unfortunate. But I at least have the footage for the rest of the drawing. So I've already gotten started on the liner, and this is Java Addiction 150, created by Java Addiction. Now this Dtiys is of a bunch of different streamers and YouTubers, and honestly I had so much fun with it because I normally only draw one person in a picture. I rarely ever draw a whole bunch of people or even like two people interacting with one another, so it was definitely fun to experiment with that. I'm also terrible for having the same like Lane expression on everyone, so once again having a scene where the characters all have different expressions and different reactions to the scene was so fun to experiment and to practice with. The paints in this video are already going by super fast, and especially since this one didn't have the sketch, I've already gotten started on the coloring. Well, actually I'm halfway through the coloring, I didn't just get started. And lots of the people in the drawing had very similar colors of like the red and the blue, so I tried to keep them all similar with one another to have a sense of unity between everyone. And like with the last drawing, I'm also using that purple shading for the characters. And for the background, I ended up just using this like screenshot of a Minecraft background just because I figured it would look better than me trying to draw it. One other thing that you can kind of see here is I loved trying to experiment with having the two in the back look like they're actually faded into the background, and I thought it was just a super fun touch. And there you have it, the finished drawing. Like I said, I loved drawing all of the different characters with their different expressions and poses. It was fun to experiment, and I think it turned out really cute. And I kept talking about how I really enjoyed drawing all the poses and expressions, but I really do think Java did an amazing job of capturing all the different expressions and drawing all the different people interacting with each other. But yeah, let's move on to the final Dtiys. And the final Dtiys of the day is Jackson Bloom Dtiys 200 by Jackson Bloom. This Dtiys is actually of their OC Phoenix, and one thing that I honestly struggled with a bit was the pose. Like, for some reason their posture always looked so weird in the beginning, but eventually I flipped the canvas and I used the wonderful lasso tool and I was able to fix it. But yeah, I've now gotten started on the line art, and honestly, I just think the character design is really good, and I love the outfit and the hair. I just think it looks really good, honestly. Also, apologies if I'm getting like more tired and quiet in the voiceover as the video goes on. I started recording at like 5 p.m. and now it's 8, so I'm feeling a little bit tired. But now I'm getting started on the coloring, and honestly, I love the colors that Jax used so much. Like the brown and the green is such a pretty color palette, and I love the neutrals, the muted colors of all of it. I just think it looks great. And something about Jax's art style that I really love is how they have a sort of more painterly effect with their art style. So I very subtly tried to mimic that a bit in the clothing and the blush, and it was so fun to experiment with, and I would love to try and incorporate this painterly style a bit more in my art in the future. I don't know, I tried to do this weird like dirt brown thing on the arm, but it didn't work out, so I just erased it. And now I'm doing the background, and I don't know why, but I spent so much time trying to get like the text of like the hashtag done so perfectly, and honestly it paid off. It looks quite nice. Tried to add some stuff to the background, but it didn't really work out, so I just got rid of it in the end. And here is the final drawing. Honestly, I think this is the most stark contrast between art styles that I've shown so far in this video, but I think it turned out really nice, and I love drawing Jax's OC. And there you have it, all of the drawings for this video. I honestly think all of them turned out great, and I had so much fun with drawing all of them too. So something that I can't always say when I'm drawing is that with every single drawing, I feel like I gotta experiment with something new or different. Like with Moss and Unnamidtiys, I got to play around with a lot more saturated and vibrant colors. In Javas, I got to play around with poses and expressions, which is definitely something I need practice with. And with Jax's, I got to try out that sort of cool painterly art style. Before the end of this video, definitely go check out every single one of these artists. They are absolutely all incredibly talented and deserve every single amount of support they can get. All of their Instagrams will be linked in the description down below, so you can easily go check out their channels. Or, not channels, accounts. And if you like this video, make sure to give a big thumbs up and comment down below if you would like to see more speed paint compilations from me. And I am on the road to 500 subscribers, so it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. Anyways, that's all that I have to say for now, so remember to stay weird, and I will see you guys next time.